So in the latest round of Russian propaganda, they are using the entry of US-made Strykers onto the battlefield on the side of Ukraine, obviously, as a propaganda piece to talk about how Russia is easily destroying these US-made Strykers by showing destroyed 8-wheeled vehicles that are armored. This is an 8-wheeled armored vehicle, and it has a turret. The problem is this vehicle is not a Stryker. This is actually a Russian BTR-82, which makes it kind of ironic because they're highlighting how they're being destroyed, but it's actually their own equipment. We've seen this from few Russian bloggers saying that this is a Stryker, and in fact, I pulled this from Aiden, a known Twitter Russian shill, and saying that this is a Stryker. Here's why it's not a Stryker. Keep an eye on the turret position here. The turret is forward on the vehicle. You can see that. Now let's go back to it. Let's go look at a Stryker. On this vehicle version of the Stryker, the turret is in the center. It is not forward. It is not really far to the aft. It is centralized on the vehicle. But I can make a broader point because obviously this turret is larger than just this 50 cal turret on the Stryker. Here's a side profile of a Stryker with a similar sized turret. Clearly the turret is in the rear of this vehicle. This is a US Stryker. Turret is in the rear. On this vehicle, turret is in the front. And I'll show you an intact BTR-82, and you'll exactly see what I mean. Turret is forward. That looks exactly like the vehicle in the destroyed picture. Turret forward, long rear end, armored vehicle, made by Russia. Not a US Stryker whatsoever. So they're kind of self-owning themselves at this point. And I just wanted to point that out because as US-made Strykers enter the battlefield, Russia is going to increasingly show BTR-82s that were destroyed on the battlefield as quote-unquote evidence that Strykers are being destroyed on the battlefield when they're not, at least at this point.